Jalingo. Here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS1 to SS3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds. Come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. 8061655800 or send an email to davidsussan26@gmail.com. Announcer Mr. Godfrey Wesley Tafida, founder and CEO, Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI.
You're watching news at 9 p.m. on Sun TV, your ultimate window to truth, power, and the stories that shape our world. This is not just news, this is the pulse of the nation, beating loud and clear. Connect with us on Facebook at Sun TV, catch our live stream on YouTube at Sun TV Live. Be informed, be empowered, be unstoppable. And now let's dive straight into tonight's top headline. The Adamawa State government has reunited 14 children recently rescued from human traffickers with their families, reaffirming its zero-tolerance stance on the crime. Taraba State's Internal Revenue Service Chairman Faransa hailed IT-driven revenue growth. Plateau Governor Mufwang consoled APC Chairman Yawada over mother's death. International news. Classified Israeli intel, 83% of Gaza deaths are civilians. Critics cite genocide. Business news. National Information Technology Development Agency confirmed 59 million harmful posts removed in 2024 stresses safer digital space. Entertainment news. Ghana's Shatta Wali detained in tax probe. Bail set at Ghana cities, 10 million. Sport news. Skate-a-thon Nigerian winner shares 8.6 million naira. Calabar Festival hailed as sport tourism boost. I am Bridget James, and now the news in full. The Adamawa State government has reunited 14 children recently rescued from human traffickers with their families, reaffirming its zero-tolerance stand on the crime. At the event in Yola, Deputy Governor Professor Kalitapua Farauta vowed tougher action to dismantle trafficking network, ensure justice for victims, and strengthen community vigilance against the menace. Sun TV correspondent Ojoma Yusuf has the details.
The government of Adamawa State, according to the Deputy Governor, has zero tolerance to human trafficking and will never condone such criminal activities. Professor Kalitapua George Farauta therefore issued a stern warning to human traffickers and their collaborators, promising to dismantle their networks. She noted that it was heartbreaking to see Adamawa State on the map of child trafficking, a national problem which hitherto was heard from afar. As a responsive government working in collaboration with security agencies, the state government launched a manhunt immediately after an intelligence report about the missing children, leading to the arrest of a suspect identified as Ngozi Abdulwahab. According to her, the 14 adopted children have been rescued, rehabilitated, and set for reintegration with their families, noting that government has put aggressive measures in place to dismantle such trafficking network and ensure justice is served.
Aziz, who was given the name Precious. 3. Maimuna Ibrahim, who was called Chidere. 4. Nana Khadija Abdul Wahab. 5. Fatima Ismail, also called Precious. 6. Ilyas Umar Mohammed. 7. Muhammad Buba. 8. Umar Farouk, called Lagos Boy. 9. Nana Khadija. 10. Habiba Musa. 11. Muhammad Yerima. 12. Muhammad Anwar. 13. Sadia Suleiman, though not Suleiman PA. 14. Chimeze, all between the age range of 4 to 9. Some from Mubi and some from Yola North. To each of the parents of these children, we are today making a provision of 100,000 to start a business to take care of these children. We will be walking out of this hall also to hand over a basket of food and non-food items to the parents to start taking care of the children. This is to cushion the effect of the reunion and set up a small enterprise to cater for the household. Please, these children now more than any other time need your love and care as they transition back to your households. The Ministry of Women Affairs and the Welfare Department of respective local government areas would institute routine follow-ups to monitor their upkeep and reintegration into their respective families. To parents across the state, I call on you to take parenting more seriously. Children are sacred blessings from God. We must treat them with the deserved responsibility. The general public should be vigilant and report any suspicious signs to the appropriate authority. Our religious bodies should help us with the right sensitization on responsible parenting and the need to be watchful. This is a sad reality. On this note, I must commend His Excellency the Governor for the fatherly role he has always provided to the state, where no one is left behind and nothing is left untouched. And I will not end this speech without still repeating the fact that we want to sincerely thank our security agencies. May God bless us all.
Professor Farauta, however, tasked parents on good parenting and the need to be vigilant and report any suspicious activities to appropriate authorities. She commended the stewardship of Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri for his swift action and unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of its citizens. The state commander of the National Agencies for Prohibition of Trafficking in Person, NAPTIP, Hassan Abubakar Naibi, emphasized the agency's commitment to fighting human trafficking and all forms of exploitations, especially of women and children, calling for increased community awareness. The parents who were reunited with their children expressed joy and gratitude to the government for its intervention. Each parent received 100,000 to support their small businesses, while the rescued children were given food and non-food items as a part of their reintegration support. It could be recalled that the 14 rescued children were adopted from Adamawa State and trafficked to Anambra State. Ojoma Yusuf, Som TV News, Yola.
Taraba State Internal Revenue Service Chairman General Jeremiah Aliu Faransa, retired, has expressed satisfaction over the remarkable transformation and improved information technology compliance achieved under his leadership. Speaking on the progress, Faransa noted that the agency, which previously aligned on analog system, has now undergone significant modernization, enhancing efficiency and service delivery. He further highlighted the impact of the agency's goal-driven initiative, which have led to a substantial increase in revenue accrued to the state's coffers from an average of 700 naira to 800 million naira to over 1 billion within the period under review. Faransa described the development as a testament to strategic planning, effective administration, and the commitment of staff towards achieving sustainable financial growth for Taraba State.
Came here, everything was analog, and I want to assure you by today, I think Taraba Internal Revenue Service can stand the test of time and can key in favorably with any federal revenue service in the Federation. Taraba, the highest we can generate as a revenue was between 600 to 700 million. But as of today, when it came in June last year, that month we raised about 1.1 billion. And say that every month we generate no less than 2.6 billion monthly as revenue generation. We key into trainings, workshops, seminars. We have sent no less than 65 of some of our personnel on course, on trainings, on seminars. This year, we were able to attend West African Institute of Tax Conference held in Ghana, the first of its kind in the history of Taraba State. We decided to start in-house training, where a lot of our personnel are trained on computer, and as a result of that, we bought not less than 150 laptops, both for the headquarters and area offices. We bought printers to boost our revenue generation. We saw that gap in logistics requirements. We were able to ensure that all our vehicles are serviceable. We can make mention of maybe 10 to 12 vehicles now that are serviceable in this state. You can travel to any part of this state with it. The area offices too have been taken care of. We were able to buy not less than 30 motorbikes, and we train them and we deploy all those items to the checkpoints now. And as a result of that, there is improvement.
Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has expressed condolences to APC National Chairman Professor Natawer Yilwada over the passing of his mother, Mrs. Lydia Yilwada, age 83. Visiting Yilwada's residence, Mutfwang described her as a woman of faith, courage, and simplicity who raised children contributing positivity to society. He urged Yilwadas to take comfort in God and her enduring legacy, noting her death leaves a significant void amidst his national. On behalf of his family and the people of Plateau, Mutfwang extended heartfelt sympathy. Yilwada thanked the governor, enlarging his mother's resilience, devotion, and lasting influence.
The governor, who led a delegation on a condolence visit to the residence of Chairman of All Progressives Congress, Nentawe Yilwada in Abuja, described the loss of a mother as painful and irreplaceable. He praised Mama Lydia's resilience and sacrifices in raising her children after the passing of their father, noting her devotion to God and family.
The loss of a mother at all times is a painful one. Fathers are dear, but mothers are more dear. And more so when you have a mother who has labored with you when the father had passed on, it becomes more special. But we take solace in the fact that Mama lived a good life. She had served the Lord with her husband, and even when the husband had passed on, she continued to serve the Lord in her own right.
Governor Mutfwang prayed for God's comfort and strength for the bereaved family. In his response, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Nentawe Yilwada, expressed gratitude to the governor for the show of solidarity, describing his late mother as a pillar of hope and strength who devoted her life to the family's well-being.
My mom has been a symbol to us in several respects. Symbol of resilience. In 1978, she was diagnosed with this disease, and the doctors predicted that in 2 years' time we will lose her. And then we had a chance of her going to a surgery that was 50-50. She survived it. Several years later, she underwent another surgery. She survived it. 78 till date, she has been given on medication every day till she died 3 days ago. So she has lived 47 years after they said she would die.
He said although her passing leaves a great void, the family takes solace in celebrating her life of love and sacrifice. From the Federal Capital Territory.
The Obedient Movement in Taraba State has launched a statewide campaign to mobilize residents for the ongoing permanent voters card registration by the Independent National Electoral Commission. State Coordinator Dr. Andize Ebel described the initiative as vital to Nigerians' democracy, urging citizens, especially youths, women, and first-time voters to secure their PVCs as a mandate for change. The campaign includes outreach programs, partnerships, and volunteers network to guide registrants. NIPTUTWEN stressed that applicant must be 18 or older with valid ID, complete biometrics capture at INEC centers, and mobilize others to strengthen electoral credibility.
My name is Dr. Andeze Ebel Nyibutin, and I proudly represent Obedient Movement as the state coordinator for Taraba. We stand at a crucial moment in our democratic journey today. The Independent National Electoral Commission has commenced registration of new voters on Monday, 18th of August 2025, to ensure that every eligible citizen has the opportunity to participate in our democracy. As the Obedient Movement, we encourage possession of the permanent voters card. It's not just a right, it is a powerful tool through which Nigeria can voice their opinion, shape their governance, and build a brighter future. The campaign presents us with a vital opportunity to encourage our youth, women, and all eligible voters in Taraba State to take ownership of their civic duty. Our slogan for this campaign is simple yet impactful. Get your PVC, go mine. Go mine is an acronym for Get Organized, Make Election Rigging Difficult. We urge everyone eligible to register for their PVC and to join us in creating an environment where integrity in election becomes the standard rather than the exception. The registration process is straightforward, and it is vital that we all engage with it. We must not only register, but also mobilize our friends, families, and community to do the same. A strong turnout will signify our commitment to the better Nigeria, and it will all start with us making our voice.
Sheyi Tinubu, son of President Bola Tinubu, has donated 15 million naira to content creator and philanthropist Mukoro Ereremene Michel, also known as King Michi, to support her humanitarian initiative. King Michi, who provides shelter and financial aid to the underprivileged, expressed gratitude on Instagram, describing the donation as a lifetime honor and encouraging her followers to join in appreciating the gesture. The fund will be used to advance her ongoing projects aimed at helping struggling families. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission and the Nigerian Immigration Service have repatriated 51 foreign nationals convicted to cybercrime and internet fraud. The latest group returned on Thursday include 50 Chinese nationals and 1 Tunisian since the operation began on August 15, 2025. A total of 102 convicted foreign nationals have been deported following the apprehensions of 192 individuals during a recent Lagos sting operation targeting one of the largest foreign-led cybercrime syndicates operating in Nigeria. The EFCC emphasized that the exercise underscores Nigerians' commitment to preventing the use of its digital space for criminal activity, with further deportations scheduled in the coming days. The Yobe State Emergency Management Agency has provided hygiene and shelter kits to 103 flood displaced residents in Potiskum local government area. Executive Secretary Dr. Mohammed Goje confirmed that 1,049 households, totaling 6,627 individuals, have been registered for support, complementing earlier cash for rent and non-food assistance. Dr. Goje pressed action against hunger and other humanitarian partners for their commitment. Community leaders expressed gratitude for the timely government intervention. A woman found near the river is receiving medical attention and has reunited with her family. The joint effort underscores ongoing collaboration to support victims and enhance resilience in affected communities. The House of Representatives Committee on Healthcare Services has commended Jigawa State for its significant investments and reform in healthcare. During a visit to Governor Umar Namadi, the committee chairman Amos Magaji praised the state for allocating over 15% of its annual budget to health and for harmonizing health workers' salaries with federal scales. Governor Namadi highlighted initiatives such as strengthening primary health care, establishing a medical village with diagnostic and cardiac centers, and an oxygen plant to reduce medical tourism. He reaffirms Jigawa's commitment to healthcare reform and universal health coverage, describing the visit as a reinforcement of the state's leadership in improving health services. The chairman of the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has disclosed that about 7,000 Nigerians are currently stranded in Libya. She made the revelation during the launch of the International Organizations for Migration Strategic Plan for Nigerians in 2025 to 2027 in Abuja, highlighting the continued dangers of desert migration. Nigeria noted that 70,000 irregular migrants have been repatriated to Nigeria since 2001, with around 27,000 reintegrated through its assisted voluntary return and reintegration program. The federal government reaffirmed its commitment to collaborating with IOM to tackle irregular migration and urged initiatives that addressed migrants' needs while promoting regular and humane migration. The Academic Staff Union of Universities is preparing for a nationwide strike over unresolved welfare issues, including implementation of the 2009 FGN-ASUU agreement, working conditions, university funding, autonomy, and academic freedom. The National Executive Committee members confirmed the strike remains a possibility, citing the government's inadequate response to members' concern. ASUU President Chris Piwuna has warned that failure to meet these demands, including the release of withheld salaries and improved funding, could trigger industrial action. The union is mobilizing its branches with a NEC meeting expected soon to determine the official cause, as members push for better support and protection. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to supporting Nigerians with autism and other special needs. Speaking at the 2025 World Humanitarian Day in Abuja, Ayo Adegbo, Special Assistant to President Tinubu on Art and Culture, highlighted ongoing policy upgrades within the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Tourism to ensure inclusion. He pressed initiatives like grants from the Creative Economic Development Fund and infrastructure projects supporting creative talents. Revamp initiative led by Taibat Ajibayo marked the day with children with autism through its Seeds for Change program. The Ministry of Youth also introduced the Nigerian Youth Help Desk, a toll-free line for reporting harassment or right violation. Emphasizing the significance of cooperation between federal and state civil service, head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson-Jack, met with Zamfara State Head of Service, Alhaji Yakubu Sani Haidara, and Permanent Secretaries Wilson-Jack stressed that this partnership has improved governance, facilitated capacity building, and strengthened the implementation of reforms under the Federal Civil Service Strategy 2021 to 2025. Haidara praised her leadership's emphasizing accountability, integrity, and technology adoption, while reaffirming Zamfara State's commitment to sustaining the collaboration to enhance efficiency and deliver citizen-centered public service. Similarly, Jigawa State received commendations from the House of Representatives Committee on Healthcare Services for its sustainable investments in healthcare. The committee chairman, Amos Magaji, praised Governor Umar Namadi for allocating over 15% of the state annual budget to health and harmonizing health workers' salaries with federal scales. The establishment of a medical village with diagnostic and cardiac centers and an oxygen plant to reduce medical tourism. The visit reinforced Jigawa's leadership in improving health services and advancing universal health coverage. On the fiscal front, Borj IT, a civic tech organization, accused the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Budget Office of the Federation for violating the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007 by failing to release quarterly budget implementation reports. No reports have been published since the second quarter of 2024, leaving 4 overdue by the second quarter of 2025. Borj IT also criticized the neglected Open Treasury.government platform, inactive since January 2025. The NGO urged compliance with legal obligations, the immediate release of overdue reports, and the publication of the federal cash plan disbursement schedule to ensure transparency and accountability in government spending. Transitioning to social and security issues, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Chairman Abike Dabiri Erewa revealed that about 7,000 Nigerians remain stranded in Libya, speaking at the IOM strategic plans launching 2025-2027. Since 2001, IOM Nigerians repatriated 70,000 irregular migrants, with 27,000 reintegrated via its assisted voluntary return. Under the Safe Corridor program, with 597 additional youth joining, authorities stress youth engagement, empowerment, and community inclusion initiatives, including mass weddings, to sustain peace and reduce crime. In the educational and labor sector, the Academic Staff Union of Universities is mobilizing for a potential nationwide strike over unresolved welfare issues. Highlighting the government's inadequate response and the responsibility with withholding of salaries and all the like. The World Humanitarian Day 2025 policy upgrades infrastructure projects, creative economic grants, and youth helplines were highlighted with programs like the Revamp Initiative promoting inclusion and empowerment of children with special needs. Turning to governance and security, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission has placed former NNPCL CEO Mali Kyari on a watch list over the investigations into the $7.2 billion refinery's turnaround maintenance. Meanwhile, Nigerian officials face criticism on social media after leaving the TICAD9 exhibition booth unnamed in Japan. Despite President Tinubu's attendance, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reported the sudden passing of Ambassador Taofeek Obasanjo Koka, Nigerian's Consul General in Bua, Cameroon. Additionally, Anambra State dismissed 8 vigilantes involved in assaulting an NYC member. The IGP approved 2 new area commands and 5 upgraded stations in Benue State, addressing local security challenges. In a related development, 3 people died in a cement mixer truck. The accident along the Enugu-Abakaliki-Ojokbo Highway in Ondo State. Over 200 suspected criminals were arrested over 2 months for offenses including kidnapping, armed robbery, and fraud. In cultural news, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State approved September 26th for the coronation of Oba Rasidi Lojoda as the 44th Olubadam, adding to national mourning. Legendary actor Fabian Adibo, renowned for his role in the NTA adaptations of Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart, passed away peacefully at 82, leaving a lasting legacy in Nigerians' art and entertainment. And finally, Chairman of Nigerians Governors Forum Abdulrahman Abdulrazak highlighted that Nigerians' FDI inflows over the past decade average only USD 2 billion annually in less than 0.5% of GDP, despite being Africa's largest economy. This was revealed during the unveiling of NGF's Investopedia, which outlined investment opportunities across all 36 states. In the digital realm, the Nigerian government reactivated over 13.5 million social media accounts for offensive content, removing nearly 58.9 million posts, following complaints and appeal processes. Authorities emphasize collaboration with platforms and agencies to ensure compliance, user safety, and a secure digital environment. We'll take a short break, but don't go away. The major stories, the sharpest insight, and the voices that truly matters are still coming your way, only on Some TV, your gateway to the truth. Please don't go away.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Welcome back. Let's dive straight into the next big development. On international news, a classified Israeli military intelligence database shows that as of May 2025, only 8,900 named Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad fighters had been confirmed dead or probably dead, out of 53,000 Palestinians killed in Gaza, according to the Health Ministry, indicating that 83% of the deaths were civilians. Experts say this ratio is usually high in the welfare, comparably only to conflicts marked by mass atrocities such as Rwanda. Srebrenica and Israeli military did not only do the database existent, but claim figures presented in media reports were incorrect without specifying details. Intelligence sources describe the database as the Army's most authoritative record of militant deaths, though officials have publicly exaggerated militant casualty figures. Some soldiers and retired generals have acknowledged that most of those killed were civilians. Critics, including genocide scholars and rights groups, argue the data supports claims that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, citing indiscriminate killings, starvation, and forced displacement. Analyst says Israeli rules of engagement allow civilians heavy strike, with some soldiers testifying that all Palestinians are treated as targets. While Israel frames the war as self-defense after the 7 October 2023 Hamas-led attack that killed 1,200 people, its political and military leaders have used rhetoric suggesting mass killing as a deliberate strategy. Humanitarian experts warn that casualty rates combined with destruction of civilian infrastructure and food shortages reflect a shift away from international norms designed to protect civilians in armed conflicts. In business news, the National Information Technology Development Agency has disclosed that Google, Microsoft, TikTok, and other major tech platforms deactivated over 13.5 million accounts in Nigeria in 2024 for violating the Code of Practice on Line Safety. According to NITDA, users filed more than 754,000 complaints during the year, leading to the removal of nearly 59 million harmful posts, while over 420,000 items were restored after successful appeal. The agency said the submission of compliance report by the platform reflects a strong commitment to transparency and accountability, adding that such measures are crucial to building a safer digital space. It stressed that while progress has been made, sustained collaboration between regulators, industry players, and civil society is necessary to protect Nigerians from online risks, including misinformation, fraud, and cyberbullying. On entertainment news, Ghanaian dancehall star Shatta Wale remains in the custody of the Economic and Organized Crime Office following his detention over investigations into the tax obligations of his Lamborghini Urus. His management says he appeared voluntarily with his lawyer, Cephas Bill, to assist with the inquiry. Ball has been set at GHC 10 million with 2 shorties, with his team working to secure his release. The detention sparked protests as fans gathered outside EOCO headquarters in Accra, demanding his freedom. Supporters carried placards, chanted in solidarity, and described his music as a source of comfort in their lives. Protesters insisted the demonstration was not sponsored, but rather an expression of loyalty, while expressing hope that the charge would be dropped. And on sport news, winners of the second edition of Skate-a-thon Nigeria have received a total of 8.6 million naira in cash prize following the competition held in Calabar, Cross River State. The event, described as Africa's biggest skating festival, featured a 42-kilometer marathon, a 21-kilometer female race, and line mockery contest. Conveners Daniel Damola confirmed that all winners had been paid and thanked participants and the people of Cross River for their support, noting that despite some challenges, the event was a major success. He pledged to make the 2026 edition bigger and highlighted the festival potential to boost sport tourism while showcasing Nigeria as a leader in rural sport. Governor Basi Otu was commended for supporting the competition, which attracted participants from across the country, including athletes sponsored by Lagos State. And that's where we wrap up tonight's broadcasts. But before we go, a quick recap of our top stories. The Adamawa State government has reunited 14 children recently rescued from human traffickers with their families, reaffirming its zero-tolerance stance on the crime. In Taraba, the State Internal Revenue Service Chairman, General Jeremiah Aliu Faransa, hailed the IT-driven transformation that has boosted revenue growth. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mufwang paid condolences to APC Chairman Professor Natawe Yilwada over the passing of his mother. From the global stage, President Bola Tinubu commended the Nigerian Armed Forces at TIC AD9 while urging stronger African representation at the United Nations. On the international front, classified Israeli intelligence suggests that 83% of those killed in Gaza are civilians, a figure critics says points to genocide. In business, the National Information Technology Development Agency confirmed the 59 million harmful posts were removed in 2024 as part of efforts to ensure a safer digital space. Entertainment, Ghanaian dancehall star Shatta Wale detained in a tax probe with a bill set at 10 million cedis. And in sports, winners of Skate-a-thon Nigeria shared 8.6 million naira in prize as Calabar's festival was celebrated as a boost to sport tourism. Stay with us for more compelling entertainment and breaking updates. Only on Psalm TV, I am Bridget James. It's been a privilege sharing tonight with you. From all of us here, we wish you peace to steady your paths, progress to foil your dreams, and purpose to light your way. Thank you for watching and good night.
Parents in Jalingo, here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS 1 to SS 3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Venue, the multipurpose hall of Radai Metropolitan Schools, around AA Liman Petrol Station, Nyamusala, Jalingo. The investment fee costs 10,000 naira per child to cover pen, workbook, tags, tea break, and lunch for both days. Registration forms are available at the